Hi, and welcome to Redneck MBA. I'm your host, David E. McClendon Sr., and I'm a redneck with an MBA. Today we're going to review the book, The Secret Sabbatical by David Cawood, PhD. First, I need to disclose that this book was given to me free by Mr. Cawood with the purpose of writing a book review in mind. But that in no way influenced the review. I was under no obligation to write a positive review. That in no way influenced the review that I'm going to give here. Now, first of all, this book is not an easy read. The Inc. magazine has what they call a rigor rating, where they rate books between Who Moved My Cheese and Good to Great. Now, in these books, you have the rigor rating, whereas this is a very easy read, just simple, fun to read, and then something that is very, very difficult. You have to really struggle to read this, pay attention to get everything out of it. The Secret Sabbatical falls between the two of those, but very close to Good to Great. It's not an easy read. But that being said, with this book, it's meant or was designed to go along with or to actually be like this course that Mr. Cawood taught called The Secret Sabbatical, where he helped you to learn to get more involved with your life, to see more of life than you might normally see by talking about different movies, different television shows, some Shakespeare, and I have to be honest, the only Shakespeare play I've ever read was Macbeth, and I don't remember very much of that. But a lot of these things, and most of them are movies that I've never seen, or television shows I've never seen, and definitely books I've never read. But Mr. Cawood tells it in a very interesting type of way. When I was growing up, I had a friend, his name was Tim, who could tell you all sorts of things about practically everything. Things that, had he not been the one telling you, you wouldn't have cared about. And Mr. Cawood sort of introduces things the same way. He makes the story interesting, and he helps to hold our attention. Well, Mr. Cawood introduces a Persian poet from many, many centuries ago named Rumi, or Rumi. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced, but Rumi or Rumi. And this poet supposedly is going to be our guide on this journey. And quite frankly, I didn't understand where Rumi actually fit in with all of this, and I didn't take very much away from that. But that's okay. Much of the other things I did take a little bit away from. There's some fascinating stories, some comparisons to life, and I think probably had I taken the time, read this book very slowly, gone and done some research, read the poems that were discussed, read the books that were discussed, maybe watched the movies or the television shows that were discussed, I would have had a little better understanding. Because very often, when you are trying to describe something to someone who has no clue what you're talking about, you put things in terms of things that they might know, or that they do know, and that helps them to understand. Well, in this situation, that was the point that Mr. Cawood was trying to get by putting things into terms that the reader would know, or could know if they were to go out and read the book, or watch the movie, see the painting, read the poem, experience the experience that Mr. Cawood was trying to use as an example. And that would be very helpful. Being that I did not take the time to go and read the books and the movies, it was difficult. Now, supposedly this book is helpful for management, and I did not see the application there, but I could see where it would help a person to kind of see more of life than there is out there. He takes us through some discussion of fractals, which is a very intense mathematical concept, and through brain surgery. And fortunately, he didn't have us complete any problems using fractals, and he talked about brain science and brain surgery, and fortunately for anybody that would have been the victim, I didn't get to perform any brain surgery either. But that being said, the book can be very interesting just based on the stories alone. And I would wholeheartedly recommend reading it, and probably reading it slowly while taking advantage of the books, the movies, the television shows. See if you can find those available to rent or to borrow from your library, and that'll save you a whole lot of money. Anyway, I'll recommend you buy this book. If you're watching this on our blog, you'll see the link to the book down below the video. Drop us an email at gindysvideos@gmail.com. That's GINDYSVIDEOS @gmail.com. Thank you.